I've been at Hui for about 5 years, for 4 years as a research assistant and technician in the chemistry department, and now as a PhD student, so I've just started my second year. And I've been working for the last 2 years with the Committee for Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion on their classroom outreach in middle school and high school program. So we've been developing relationships with Keith Middle School in New Bedford and with New Heights Charter School in Brockton, and have so far put something like 10 or 12 teams into classrooms for going on 35 lessons and have reached somewhere around 500 or 600 students. It was a combination of resources, for sure. A combination of interviews and readings. People like Colin Kaepernick and Muhammad Ali, people like really in the spotlight, taking stands against structural racism and inequities 50, 60 years apart for the same reasons. Listening to people like James Baldwin and Malcolm X. And just thinking about how, 60 years after James Baldwin was first writing, all of the things that he was railing against are, haven't changed that significantly. And one part of Malcolm X's life is particularly salient to me as an aspiring educator, and that is he was actually one of the top students in his middle school. And he told his middle school teacher that he wanted to be a lawyer. And his teacher told him, a black kid like you is really more suited to being a janitor. And just thinking about the number of students who have had this experience over the years, the number of the top students in their school, at integrated schools, whose lives were just cut short prematurely, and who didn't have access to education and support to really, feed their fire of curiosity, is galling. And so at Hui, and as part of this program, I feel like we're in a pretty perfect place to kind of right that wrong and to increase access to ocean science and education for all those kids who do, want to study the ocean and study science.